make sure we're live. Yo 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 yo. We are live. Welcome everyone. For those of you, like always, who are watching the stream after it's been posted, or you're here right now for some reason, 10 seconds after I posted the stream, you might want to skip 10 minutes into the stream, 20 minutes into the stream once we get rolling, once we get enough people in here that we can actually start on the real content. Yeah, we got a couple things to do. I got a bunch of parts I ordered, new cables, soldering kits, a bunch of shit that I need to organize, so I'm probably going to do that for the first like 5 minutes of the stream. And then we'll jump into the actual stream over the next couple minutes. Alright, let me just grab this link here and go post it in Discord. Go to my Discord server, stream announcements. Everyone. A little late. Let's do it. What's up, Driz? Happy to see you as always. Always the first. Except those random occasions where YouTube's like doesn't want to give you notifications. So usually like I try and really don't like buy things that I only need. But I saw something on Amazon, or like I had an idea for something that I wanted to do, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it. But still, like, this is just pretty cool. It's like 10 bucks. It's like an emergency switch, like the ones you see in movies where like you hit the nuclear bomb, right? Like the nuclear bomb one. But it has like a key for it to unlock it. So like now it's in the on position. Or actually, you can wire it the way you want, but this is the on position. And then like when you want something to stop, you click. But you can't just like start it again until you take the key, you put it in, however it fits, however keys work. And you turn it and it pops back out. See it there? I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. I was thinking maybe it's possible to use this to make like my room light work off of this. But I don't know if I want to be putting high voltage through something like this, like a cheap switch off of Amazon, you know? Like, it's not expensive, but it's just really cool looking. What did it cost? I think it was like 10 bucks on Amazon. 10, 15. Not that bad. I mean, most people don't buy the casing, they just buy the switch, and then they put it on whatever they want. But I kind of liked the casing. I think this would be cool if I wanted to do some Arduino project where everything was contained inside of this. I think that would be really cool. I was thinking if there's a way to like put a camera on the top here, and then this key and everything would like have an Arduino inside and somehow use this as like a security system for like a door. Like my room door, let's say, like if this was on the door and there was a camera here and like an Arduino or a Raspberry Pi, and then I had to like unlock the door with a switch or something. I'm not sure. The cool thing is it's a pretty big box, so I can fit a lot inside of here. Then I had to do like another shipment of this was 20 bucks. And it looks actually pretty decent. I'm gonna use this for building the clock. So I was waiting till I get this so that I can actually build the clock, but I have one already. It's really garbage. This one's not too bad actually. It's a soldering iron, you know, like the tip gets super hot and you put it on metal and you melt the metal. So I can actually show you the other one I have. Little comparison. Alright. This is the old one, barely used, and look how disgusting and gunky it is. And it came with like a tip that just kept breaking off. This is the new one. Super clean. If you unscrew this right here, you can change the tip. Pretty freaking cool. Squeeze dirt tight. Alright. You asked, how will the alarm clock work? Great question. We're going to have 4 buttons, or 3 buttons, and then depending on how you use the buttons, you'll be able to control the clock, change the time of the alarm, change the lifetime on the clock, things like that. It's a very simple build, but I think what I'll be, the thing I'll be trying to like push around in the video will be like how to make it from scratch. Like we don't have anything pre-built. We're doing everything on our own. We're getting a monitor, we're taking an Arduino, we're taking that time module that I showed you guys last time, and we're putting it all together. What's up, Nick? How's it going, dude? Hope everything's well. So I don't know if you guys remember last time, the box of like cables, absolutely disgusting box of cables. You guys remember this shit last time? So I think I have a solution this time. I made these. I didn't really do much to make them. It's kind of just tape and Velcro. But what we'll do is we'll organize the cables, and then we'll put them here inside, and then we'll close the Velcro on them. I'll show you what I mean. Oh shit, I just stabbed myself with Velcro. I didn't know Velcro can be that sharp. Alright, this is actually gonna suck. It's gonna take like 20 minutes, but we have to do it. Alright. Just gonna have to take the cables and make 3 piles. God, I hate this. Alright, here we go. Driz, did you end up getting that monitor or the Arduino kit, or did you make a decision up? Wow, I already screwed it up. Look at that. I am quite the big brain. Already making mistakes within about 15 seconds of doing this. You bought your monitor? Nice. What monitor did you get? Or just some random one that works? I was tempted to sell one of my monitors and go for like a smaller one, but I'm not gonna do it. I don't know if there's actually like a benefit of getting a high refresh rate monitor for doing like normal work. Some random 75 Acer, nice. Like, do you even need high refresh rate if you're just like looking at YouTube videos, writing documents, editing footage that's 60 frames a second? Like, I don't see a reason I'm going 144, you know? It'd be nice, but only when you play games, really. Never had a second monitor? Damn, that's exciting, man. I always, like, for a long time I used a friend of my mom's like moved away, and they had a TV, like a really old one, and I'd use the TV as my second monitor, but it would kill my eyes, so I kind of gave up on that for a bit, and then I ended up actually building a PC. Got a 144 Hz one, only because it was cheaper, but the colors are horrible. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, with the price range I was going for, I can either buy like 144 or one of those like 240, I think, like the cheaper ones. Or I can go for like a 4K super beautiful color, whatever monitor, and then I went with that. I just don't see the point of 144 with shitty colors and all that unless you're doing gaming. Unless it's like a pure gaming monitor, I don't see the point. I get the appeal of it, right? But I don't know. Dude, I'm actually fucking up already. Shite. Where's Anthony when you need him? I need a shite. The thing, mine is not my second monitor. Oh, well there you go. One thing I see people do, which is really cool, is they have like a 3 monitor setup, and then they get an ultra wide, and they put that on top of the 3 monitors. That looks freaking awesome, but also very expensive. You know, so like the things that aren't as important, but you just need like screen space, like let's say Spotify, YouTube, those kind of things you put on your second monitor, you put on the top monitor, and then like the important things you keep on the bottom. That'd be nice. Like the only reason I would do that is if I had like a bunch of apps that I usually minimize. You know, like Discord, Spotify, whatever. I put that on the top monitor, but is that really worth like the hefty price of the monitor? Probably not. This ain't looking too bad actually. So like, what I'll do is I'll grab like a bunch of these cables after, and I'll pinch them inside of this Velcro thing I made. Beautiful little Velcro pouch. See that shit? See that beauty? And I'll hold the cables, and when you need a cable, you just... Oh, I need a cable. Grab one out and close it back. Won't have to go through a pile of cables anymore. See how long it lasts. I won't have the money for it. Yeah, it's understandable. They get pretty expensive. Also, you need the ports for it on your computer. I only have like 4, I think. DIY cable management. Dude, it's important enough that I'm dedicating the first like 20 minutes of my stream to doing it. It's so frustrating when you're working on something and you just gotta start digging for cables or like looking for a tool that you don't know where it is, and it's frustrating. So might as well just take the time, play some music, stream with some cool people, just figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Parents are divorced, so I'm 1 week with my mom, 2nd week with my dad, so I need 4 monitors to have 2 monitors. And oh, oof. How hard would it be for you to just transport the monitor with you from one place to another? Like the problem is they're really expensive, but Asus has been making, or has been trying to make like portable second monitors for like laptops and desktops and stuff. The problem is they're really fucking expensive right now. Like I was looking at it and it didn't look too bad, like they're high color, I think you can do 4K and all that, but the price tag just doesn't make sense. I don't know why it's so expensive, maybe because it's so compact and light. Have the exact same thing. Logistical nightmare. For what for the divorced parents or for the monitor? Out of context it's a little weird, I'm not sure. And I'm happy control my mouse and keyboard. Do you work on a laptop, Driz, or do you work on a desktop? Maybe laptop would be the best option right now, with an extra monitor. And then just travel with that laptop. Divorced parents with monitors that need to be transported. Yeah, I can't relate to that, thankfully, I think, but... Yeah. I ended up going to, I don't know if you guys remember last time we talked about me trying to get like an office. So I went to my neighbor and I asked him if he's gonna rent out that apartment, and then turns out he uses it for his own office, so big rip on that one. I have 2 desktops, but yeah, laptop would probably be better, yeah. But laptops are kind of garbage if you want like actual computing power. Like no matter how good they are, no matter how like gaming laptop they are, there's always something. Most gaming laptops have terrible temperature control because they're all compacted and everything. So even though you can like have like 64 gigs of RAM and a crazy CPU and all that stuff, it's gonna overheat and then throttle, and then you're gonna get no power out of it. That's the truth about gaming laptops, at least in my experience. Just look clean, boys. Actually looking clean. Look at the beauty. I have a dog sleeping under my feet right now. She's like right here, her head. Chill out. What if I... No. I had a laptop when I was younger, but I played a lot of games, so that's why I got 2 desktops. Seems like you got it figured out. 2 desktops now. 1 at each house. And I'm not playing much games, so it's better to buy 1 laptop. If you have 2 desktops already, then you should be fine. Ooh, we did it. Almost done. Alright, this goes right here. Goes right here. Here. And this is garbage. Find a garbage later. Alright. So this is the female to female. That means there's no actual pin, it's just sockets. Put it in the middle and then just clamp that shit down. Look at that. Fat stacks of cables, all organized. Next one. Actually, you know what? I used the biggest flap on the least used cable. Alright, now one thing I'm gonna do is I don't know if I showed you guys, but I ordered a shit ton more of these cables because we've been using them for videos and for streams. Like these cables, I don't have to like melt them in or anything. They just pop in, and they're reusable. They're pretty cheap too. Like you get like a pack of these for like $5, so I just got 2 packs. See that? Oh, that's kind of satisfying, no? Isn't that kind of satisfying? The bunch of cables. I'm just gonna open them up. Also the cheapest, wait, I missed a couple messages. I run my desktop remotely from my laptop, really useful for school too. Also really nice that I don't need to carry my desktop from place to place. That's actually sounds like a really good solution. Also got the cheapest quad-core laptop I could find with 16 gigs of RAM, so it's pretty powerful for a laptop. Damn. Honestly, right now, like, the 8 gig Raspberry Pi is kind of looking attractive. 8 gigs of RAM on a Raspberry Pi, like, holy moly. Like, that thing would probably run better than my old Mac laptop. The Raspberry Pi. That's weird, that thing cost like $100. Laptop was like $2 grand new. Even more than that. Okay, so these are the male to female. These are probably the most used cable I have. Gotta get the roll here. That's very true. All my important files in cloud storage, but I always forget something. I pay for the Google Cloud, and I get so much storage for so cheap. I think I pay like $30 a year right now and get 100 gigs, and then depending on if I need more or not, I'll just upgrade or downgrade. But like, it's so cheap. Like, you get like a couple terabytes for like $100 a year or something, or maybe it's 100 a month, and you get a couple terabytes. I have to check. Wait, what am I doing, dude? Okay, whatever. We have another pack of cables after. Just look at that. Like, what a difference. That's cable management for you there. Boys, for the people who don't know how to do it. That, all clean and organized. And then we got a bunch of throwaway cables that I don't use. Right here, in case we need to cut them up, do something with them. We'll probably end up cutting a bunch of these up, for the LED clock when I do like the final build. Yeah, the 8 gig Raspberry Pi sounds cool. Probably run better than most PCs I've had. Yeah, I mean that's a lot of computing power in such a small device. Like when you really like take a minute and think about it. 8 gigs of RAM and like I have the 4 GB RAM one, and it can run 2 of my monitors, my 4K monitors, plus a bunch of other shit, or it can run a monitor. And then I can also VNC into it, which is like a virtual connection, kind of like what I'm guessing you do with your laptop, or like RDP or whatever it's called. Pretty much I'm able to wirelessly connect to my Raspberry Pi and drive a 4K monitor wirelessly and connect to it, and zero lag, put some applications on it. Yeah, it's pretty nice. That's the 4 gigabyte one. No? Check this out. Oh no! Press the button! For nuclear launch. When you look at a big MacBook Air motherboard, it's a lot bigger than It's not a lot bigger than that Raspberry Pi. Really? I actually didn't know that. I don't have many chances to look at a Mac, or I don't really think about it or do it. I don't really look at that stuff. Alright. I guess we can do some stuff here. I would want to try OS X, but I'm too bored with that. Like, OS X has its, like, nice things about it, but yeah, it's not worth it. I was just binge watching Louis Rossman for a couple days ago. Why does that sound so familiar, but I don't know who that is? Or I do, but I can't. Let me copy that name. Louis? Oh, is this the guy we were talking about last time? Who takes apart, like... No. Okay, I know who this guy is, but I was thinking about somebody else. He just does a bunch of, like, repairmen. Yeah. That's pretty cool. MacBook repair guy? Got it. I was thinking of the guy, 20 switch guy repair. Thinking about, is it Tronic Fix? I think it's Tronic Fix. I'm pretty sure it's this guy. I always forget. He buys like a bunch of hardware. You mean Tronics Fix? Yeah, that's who I was thinking about. So he buys, you know, 20 Xboxes and then takes 10 of them apart and uses those 10 to replace the parts on the other 10. And then out of 20 broken Xboxes, he gets 10 fixed ones and calls them refurbished and he sells them. Probably like a decent hustle. It's just a lot of work. And it's very like intensive. Like you don't want to fuck up something because then you break that Xbox or you gotta take it apart again. It's... You alright, dog? Fall asleep. Yeah, watch him sometimes at school stuff. Yeah, it's looks like a hustle. Alright. Oh wait, my camera's... So last thing we got done with this was we had this module connected. Shit, so I got rid of some things. I was cleaning and I unplugged some things. One thing I need to figure out quickly. 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure if I can drive this whole project off of a Nano. I might need to use an Arduino Uno, which would suck. Being able to drive this whole project off of a Nano would be a blessing. On a Nano, I only have, what is this? 10... and 17 information ports, and then the rest are 5 volts, 3 volts. Yeah, we don't have much here, but we could give it a try. Give it a shot. Right now everything's driving off the Uno. I looked at some Arduinos, and is there a difference between an Uno and the Mega? Yeah, it's just more ports. The Mega has like double the ports, allowing you to drive like way more modules through one board instead of having to do some like finicky shit. Let's connect this quickly again. I forgot how we did it last time. This is the oh wait, you guys can't see this. Maybe if I zoom in and just wait, can you guys see the dog? See her? Okay. Okay. Wake. Alright, so it actually is printing something on the screen right now. It says hello world. That's not too bad. We're gonna take this, we're gonna plug this in right there. We should use that. Okay, so we need what is it? Look at that, we got all our cables organized, we can figure out what we need. Ground, VCC, SDA. Oh shit, we didn't use all these ports last time. Let's just open up the code file. Oh, ID. Arduino clock. Shit. I don't remember. Oops. I don't remember what port we connected the real-time clock to, and I don't see. Port at COM6 not available? What the fuck? What do you mean? Oh, that's because it plugged into file. God, the amount of comments in those files. Where? Oh, this stuff? Yeah. Just ignore that. I don't understand. Must be the first time I've complained about comments in programming. Listen, I'll take it. Oh, again with the gibberish. How beautiful. It does it, and then I refresh, and it goes away most of the time. Oh, 2 rows of gibberish. Oh, you know why? That's because the thing isn't actually plugged in. Now the thing is, okay, we have this thing called an RTC, and I don't know what port it's plugged into. I cannot remember what port we plugged it into. Maybe if I type RTC DS1307, maybe we can find it in my history. Okay, and I grab that. A sec. Ah, I found it. What is that? I know, right? What is that P-Hub link? I know. I haven't, like, I don't really have anything like to hide there. I haven't, like, cleared my history in years. This is the, I think this was the tutorial we used. So A4 and A5, I just don't get, like if I go right now and if we search for A4, like will we actually find it anywhere? No. If we search for A5, it's not showing up anywhere. So how does it know that it's plugged into those ports? Am I high? Am I crazy? Like, okay, so maybe you guys don't understand why I'm getting angry here, but whenever you want to use something, you plug it into a port on the Arduino. So for example, this LCD monitor is plugged into 12, 11, 5, 4, 3, and 2. You tell it it's plugged into those ports, and then it does things with it. We're not telling the computer what ports RTC is plugged into, yet it just knows. I don't understand. Does it just like know when you plug it in to automatically set it to something? Like I don't. My brain cannot compute. My brain cannot compute. This is out of my. Is it the link or you're trolling? No, there was nothing. There was literally nothing. RTC.begin, RTC running checks it. I'm guessing that's it. But it's weird because doesn't really have much like. There's not much automatic shit in Arduino stuff. It's mostly manual, so like to see that I'd be quite surprised, but I think that is it. Let's pull up that document quickly and just make sure we get it right this time. It's using this thing called an I2C protocol, so I'm thinking it knows, the library knows to recognize that protocol, and regardless of what port it's plugged into, out of A0 to A5, it'll just use whatever information it gets. That's what I'm assuming. Because with analog ports, you don't usually have to declare them. With digital ports, you do, so I think that's it. Okay, we got these little baby cables here. Black one. Red one. See if I can give you guys like an angle of it. The ground is G and D. That is going to be plugged into blue. Red is VCC most likely. Let's confirm that. Yup. And that's going to be plugged into the 5 volt. Ooh, we got power. You see that red light there? Let me make it full screen. See that red light there? We got power. So now if we... Actually, no, we don't have the other things plugged in. One sec. Curiosity. That two white thing on a board, a resistor? The two white thing on the board? What do you mean? This little, like, thing all the way in the middle there? Let's see if I can make, thing on the screen? Wait, what thing on the screen? This right here? That's a capacitor. A4 and A5 are the IC2 pins according to the forms. Oh. Very interesting. Usually it would say that. Does it say that? And I'm blind? No, it doesn't say that. Interesting. Like, the digital pins 0 and 1 are receiver and transmitter pins. So like if you wanted to plug into a computer without using USB, you would use those ports. They're serial ports. And it says that on the board. If I actually go into my new zoomed in, can you actually see it? Maybe you could see it. Let me see if I can focus. Okay, maybe you can, maybe you can't, but right here, it says RX and TX. Those are receiver and transmitter pins right there. They can be used also as digital pins. But here on analog, you can actually see it on the screen. It says analog in, but it doesn't say that. Interesting. Also, I'm holding a metal piece here, and if I touch the board in the wrong spot, I will shock myself. Isn't that genius? I guess it's not labeled because you don't always use I2C with them. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm sure you can tell RTC use a different port, but I'm guessing you're right, Nick, and those are the default ones. You know, like if you wanted to use a different port, you would have to say some command and it would tell it. Either way, that works for me. I no mind, I no care. We're gonna need SDA into A4 and SCL to A5. Okay, that's what we did last time. SDA will be yellow, right? No, SCL will be yellow. SDA. Hey. It's too bad this can't be like more interactive where like you guys help and stuff. Like physically. Like that's always really fun when you're doing this stuff in like real life and trying to like explain it and show it to somebody or someone's like helping you out. It's nice. What did SCL go into? 8.5. Alright, let's go back to the Arduino file here. Let me get you guys on the screen. Wait, I missed something in Discord? Alright, pull up this. Oh, whoops. Why is it still gibberish? What the hell? If I can physically help, I put your house on fire. Don't worry, I've almost done that multiple times. Part of the fun. Remember it almost happened once, and then my dad came back with like 4 fire extinguishers and put them all around the house. And he's like, yikes. Okay, so something is fucked, and I know why. I know why. I found it. I made another mistake. I used the wrong band. There we go. Okay. Can you guys see this on the screen now? This here. Okay, I don't know why it's still doing the gibberish. So we have to figure that out. And I don't know why it's saying since midnight. Okay, it's being a little weird. It's not Monday, but we have to remember this is a day ahead because it's in China time, not Canada time. Okay, the gibberish stopped, but now it's saying since midnight. Wait, okay, it's been running since this date, 1970, totally. This thing was made 18,000 days ago, for sure. The car is made to have a fire extinguisher next to me while soldering after a minor incident. Might not have to set a bit of my floor on fire once. Oh yeah, I've done some stuff. What's the worst I've done? Oh, so I was working at school. So I went to a pretty nice high school, and they had like this robotics room. That's like where a lot of my stuff started. And they would do a lot of stuff like kind of like this. They, like not Arduinos, but they would do like little shit like this. And I wanted something big. I wanted something mechanical. So I said, hey, can I just like build my own thing in the back? And the teacher really liked me, so he's like, sure. And over the past over that 6-month period, I made myself like a go-kart. I've shown it on stream a couple times. And one of the times I was cutting the go-kart, I was like using a grinder and cutting in aluminum or steel or whatever it was. And I had the motor sitting right next to it. And the motor was an old one. So like I took it apart and there was a gas spill. And I had to clean it with like a gas cleaning chemical and all that. So this motor was like shining clean. But it was coated with this chemical as it was drying, and I was just doing something else in the meanwhile. And this chemical was super, what's the word? Flammable. So I'm cutting something, steel or aluminum, I don't remember what it was, and it's shooting sparks. And as it's shooting sparks, one of the sparks hits the go-kart engine, and that thing just fucking blows up. Like in flames. Not like an explosion, but it blows up in flames. And we didn't realize, because we're cutting, right? There's a bunch of noise, there's a bunch of sparks. You don't see the giant fire right behind you. So I'm just sitting there cutting, and someone comes in the room right away with the fire extinguisher and takes it out. And I was so, like, confused. I was like, wait, what? How? What? That's the nice thing, the robotic teacher's always nice to nerds. True. He was pretty nerdy himself. Really awkward. Mr. O'Neill, what's his name? So you have to clean it again? Well, I nearly burnt the fucking school. Luckily, nothing happened, so we all just kind of forgot about it, but... And yeah, I did have to clean it again. Or not really, it just kind of like ruined the paint and all that. Let's try RTC reset time. Start the RTC system with the system powered off and connected to AC power. Press and hold the power button for 30 seconds. The system RTC reset occurs after you release the power button. Wait, does it have a button on it? No, it doesn't have a button on it. Maybe it's talking about the Arduino button. So, unplug the Arduino, plug in the Arduino, hold the button. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, I let go for a sec. I was counting in my head, that was just under 30 seconds. Let's see if we did something. Oh, not Blender, stop. Why is your timer a week ahead? So it has like a whole like thing it's doing. It's got 2026-22, so it's a day ahead. That's because this thing was made in China, so it was originally set to China time. Then it's got this for some reason, since midnight, whatever. I don't understand that line. And then it's got this, and then it's got today plus 7 days and 30 seconds equals this. It's weird. I don't. That's what they're setting here. Calculate a date which is 7 days ahead and 30 seconds to the future. Yeah, so this is like what we do later on. We can actually get rid of that. Days of the week. Wait, can we get rid of this since midnight bullshit right here? Alright, let's try this again. This is where we left off last time. We just made it work. According to that tutorial there, and we just left it. Oh, it's doing gibberish again. Beautiful. Like literally a Japanese character in here, just chilling in here. Or Chinese? I don't know. All right, let's see if it resets. All right, that's cool. So we got to figure out how to reset the time so that it's not Monday, but it's Sunday. It's supposed to be pretty easy. So the reason it's not just like a button or something is because this thing runs by itself. So like there's like a module here. Like, okay, so this is what we could do technically. Ignore this module and just on the Arduino have a counter that runs every second, and then have the user set the time of the day and whatever, and then just run that timer in addition to the time. So if I set it to Monday and it counts a day worth of seconds, it would just change it to Tuesday. But what this is doing is once you set it once, for the rest of its lifetime or battery lifetime, it keeps counting regardless of the Arduino. So if I reset the Arduino right now, by just pushing this button right here, I don't have to reset this time clock. It just keeps counting on its own. It's a standalone clock, I guess is the word. I want to know how to reset it though. RTC 1 day ahead. Where's the code for that module in the Arduino? It runs on its own. The only thing I'm doing in the Arduino here is pulling that data off of it. So you see how I'm doing RTC now? That's because I'm, oh, whoops. Sounds like you used to open the code and change Monday. Change Monday to Monday. Did I say Monday? I do that sometimes. Okay. RTC module. RTC module from time. Okay, so I'm so confused. This line that we wrote, let's get rid of this. Line says start DC today in time the sketch was compiled. Okay, so the sketch is behind a day. Or ahead a day. This is awesome. What's up, Power Mech Guy? I'm glad you're enjoying it. We'll explain a little bit more in a second once we get this figured out. Would it be possible to change the time for it when exporting the code or something? Exporting the code? What do you mean? What's supposed to happen is when I run this file right here, it's supposed to check date time, as it says. So as the sketch is getting compiled, it should set it to today's date and time. But today is not the 22nd, and today is not Monday. Today is the 21st and Sunday. But for some reason, it feels the need to do that. It's really weird. It's using Unix time? Is that considered Unix time? I think I just need to set a time zone, right? Maybe that's it. But that doesn't make sense. It should just look at my computer. This is where I'm confused. Right now I'm holding the reset button and hoping that just resetting it will work. Is there anything I can do about this time issue though? File preferences. Edit. There's no settings or anything. Okay. Arduino RTC date time. RTC begin date time. That's so toxic. Someone asks a question and someone goes, yes, read the sticky at the top of this form. Pay real close attention to the part about posting your code. So toxic, dude. Try and help him out, or at least give him like proper criticism. Read the rules, bro. RTC that begin date time. Okay. Did I do RTC begin inside of it? I did RTC adjust. Let's try this quick. Wait. Did I do RTC begin? I do it right here. If RTC begin... Okay, let's just try it. This might break. But yeah, I'm calling it twice. Makes sense. Okay. RTC is running. Okay. I found something on the RTC set time. Set date, set time. Maybe that's what we have to do, but like the way this command works, this should be working. The thing is, where is it pulling the reference time, right? So when you do date time, it sets the date time according to what? Where is it pulling that number from? Is it from the internet? Is it from my PC? Like if I set my computer to next week, is it gonna say the time is the 29th? Whatever, July 29th? Sorry, June 29th? Like, what is it gonna... What if this font's a bit small? Try to make it readable for you guys. Can we maybe skip this for a sec? Oops. We just try and skip this for a sec and then do. Wait, why? No matching function call for begin? Okay, that's weird. That's weird how here it's fine, but outside of that scope it's not. Probably from another library. Right, let's look back at these guys here. If they do it the same way. Okay, so we have. Let's try this for a sec. Cause look how it's currently being done. With this F. Let's just try this. This is capitals, this is not. Okay, that's weird. The time and date macros have a hard-coded format. Those macros shouldn't comply. Nothing to do with the current date and time on the PC. Okay, so where is it getting it from? They have a hard-coded format. These macros generate compile time constants. I think I'm using a slightly different library. So if you find out how to change the date of the PC. Well, I wanted to set it automatically. That's what's bothering me. I can always just set it to whatever time it is right now, and then just never reset it, right? But the fact that I should be able to just do it automatically doesn't make sense. Like why it's not working. Just did nothing, removing those Fs. You need third-party libraries to write code in Python. You don't need any libraries, but libraries make things easier. Right? Like me writing this whole liquid crystal library would take me for fucking ever. But the ability to just import it and use it, super easy. Okay, so it's still doing Monday. It's so weird. Okay, 1 second. Let's search up the actual library, not just RTC in general. RTC lived on H, this header file. Set date time. Yeah, but it won't work on Arduino, right? Oh, yeah, to get Python or any other languages to work on Arduino, you have to use this one library. I forgot what it's called. I used it for JavaScript when I was building that Twitch bot. I think I have it actually. I think I have it right here. Scrimba, maybe? It was called... What was it called? Come on. Fermata. Standard Fermata. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So I loaded this library called Standard Fermata onto the Arduino, and then I made a normal Node.js app and was able to pull certain things from the Arduino into that Node app. And the other way around as well. I was able to send commands through my Node app in JavaScript to my Arduino, which is natively C++ or C. Make sense? When time needs to be set on a new device or after a power loss, the following lenses are exceeded in time the schedule is compiled. Yes. Line sets RDC with a twisted time, for example, to set. Alright, then maybe we just set today's date and call it a day? Try the time library? Is that a thing? Actually, would be a good idea. When time needs to be reset, wait, whoops. Did we just read that? I sent a link above. Links get removed, sadly, on YouTube. I'm not sure if I can actually, I don't know if I can actually get you. Like, I don't even get to see the link. It's so dumb. You guys don't get to see it. I don't get to see it. Like, Nick posts it and it just ghosts it. I don't know why. What's up, Mustafa? How's it going, dude? We're breaking our brain here. You can send it on Discord. True, Nick. Send it to me on Discord. Oh, I got a DM on Discord. Ah, it's Nick. Oh, look at that CSS. Oof. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, so I can use set time, but I don't really want to. I just want to have it. Like, I shouldn't be wasting time on this. It's just frustrating because it should just work. Set time. RTC or the moment when CSS dev is too expensive, so you hire someone. Yeah, it looked like only HTML. RTC library. Okay, so instead of using RTC.h, we're using RTC. What was it? Lib? Yeah. So maybe we want to dump that and just jump into this. Let's see. What we could have done is just used an outdated library that's for some reason running like garbage. It's very, very possible. This is doing the same thing. It wants me to set the date, right? Imagine literally only knowing HTML. I mean, that's everyone until they learn CSS, right? Yeah, this is way shittier than the way we're doing it right now. Like setting the actual byte. You're fucking with me here. What is wrong? What did I do wrong? If RDC is running... sorry, if RDC is not running... Okay, wait, it says if RTC is not running, RDC is not running. If RTC... Let me find RTC. RTC is not running, and then RTC.adjust time date is within. Okay, wait. What if we unplug it? Now we plug it in. chat bugging again? Oh, I got a couple messages. Dude, a few days ago my friends came to me and said HTML was hard as fuck. HTML was like weird at first, for me at least. He also thinks it's a programming language. I mean, it's just it's a markup language, so. Put the code for the adjust at the dot begin. You mean in here? Yeah. I think you're right, Nick. I just realized it as you said that. I think you're right. I think this is never running, so we're never adjusting. So it's just stuck on the date of when it was made in China, or whatever time zone other than China that matches this. I'm assuming China because I ordered it on Alibaba Express or whatever it's called. Oh, something went wrong with the Arduino? What? Sounds like I just run it again and it's gonna work. Yerp. Oh god. It only printed, couldn't find RDC, so yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? That would make sense that it's not actually running. But if we put it here, I'm pretty sure if I put it here, it says add a scope for some dumb reason. I think it's because it's not under this. Well, let's try it. Breaks? Well, no. It's still saying Monday. I don't understand. We're clearly not Monday today. At least in Canada, where I'm running this file. I have to go. Alright, Driz, thanks for being here. It's all good. I don't understand, man. Why is it being so complex? So complicated. What do you want, dog? You wanna go out? One sec, let me open the door for her. Go. All right. So, we run it in 3 different places. Maybe, okay. Can we maybe do this. What's up, Google L? Hardware serial. Wait, did I write it wrong? Am I correct? No. Dudes, okay, something's fucking pissing me off lately with this Arduino shit. Like, it's doesn't work the first time, and then you run it, and it works the second time. No matching function for call hardware. Okay, something's wrong with the date time. I don't see why they would. Okay, one sec. Turn to turn. I think I know what the problem is. Maybe this will work. Well, I'm not even importing the STD library, so what if you make if statement where RDC Wait, what if you make it RDC dot is running and I put it in there? Here? Oh, the print? I think it's the format of what's coming out of date time. Let's look at the error again. I didn't look at the whole error. Oh wow, it worked. Dang. Oh, that's because date time is into the yep. Good meme. Alright, what's the error? Wow. I don't get why I have to zoom around for it. Fuck. Function void setup? But I'm not even returning anything. Matching function to call hardware serial. Okay, so I think it's the format of whatever date time is that it's not printable. Until we put it in RTC and then pull it out of RTC. But if you remove the... so that it checks... You're talking about this right here? Wait, not that. You're talking about... this. Probably get rid of that then. Oh, look at that! Nick to the rescue. Wait, so why did... Oh, shit. So when we're calling RTC is running, we're not... okay, that makes sense. We're not checking if it's... We're not, checking is running and then asking for a value. We're running... Like, it's a method. I don't know why I didn't think of this. It's a method inside of RTC that we're calling, right? Because of this right here. Like, if we did this, it'd be different. But we're doing that. So we're calling that method right here. We're calling it, and it's returning true or false, I'm guessing. Because it's running true, then it goes and sets time to Sunday. Magic. Probably change the print line now, though. Oh, you mean in here? I can try it. Oh, RDC is not running, yeah. RDC is running. Or, you know what, just remove it. But let's try this one more time. I think the actual format of what this is putting out is not printable. Like, it's probably some dumb binary shit, yeah. Like, it's not saying it's a string or anything. Okay, what if we put that out? Is it gonna print it out every line? Beautiful. Alright, so that fixed it. Now we can print that out on the clock, maybe? What do you think? We do that here. So instead of printing this... Wait, that's set up. Maybe print hello world. Delay. Delay 1 second, and then go and print out down here. Can you add strings together? Can you do like const string? Wait, I don't know if you can do this in C++. Add strings together. I don't know how to pronounce the word concatenation. Your name is name. You can do this like always, and then let's call this LCD LED. Fine. Wait, I'm not importing the standard library. I'm just doing the Arduino library, so I don't actually think I have to follow like C++ rules here. Let's try it out. Let's just do everything. Like, just take this. Now that year. And grab this. Let's try that. Oh, whoops. City does not name a type. Yeah, can't do that. What is this programming language? I programmed with Arduino a couple times, but the syntax is so normal that I never actually thought about which language it worked in. So like, it's a mix between like C++ and like the hardcore C++ and this like Arduino version of it, which is why sometimes I'm like not sure what to follow. Because like the Arduino version of it, what you run on the Arduino editor makes it easier, so you don't have to do certain things. Like you don't have to, we're not importing like the standard library and doing like cin, cout, and then std. We're not doing that, right? Like it looks kind of like JavaScript, except for like that. But yeah, I'm just not sure like what method to follow. Arduino string concatenation. Let's see what it says. So apparently you can just do this. No. Why not? What's DEC? Serial print DEC. Might not work. It looks like each print statement data is coming from the now.parttime function is calling. Yeah, it's I'm not matching up the right I'm not matching up the right formats. You're definitely right on that. I'm just curious on how it's working. Is output of now.month a string? It's not, but from what it seems like, I don't have to convert it to a string according to what I'm reading here. But I think we're gonna have to. I just want to see what this DEC like hexadecimal or decimal string. Yeah, see, so serial.print hexadex oh my god, serial.print hex or dec. But how do I do that? Arduino int2 string maybe? Is that really how you do it? No, definitely not that. Okay, so I actually do need to import a library for this. Integer to string. Okay, so you can do it like this. What the hell? See, like this doesn't make sense. This is almost like a JavaScript method. If I was to do this, write deck, and then just take that and put it inside of there. That's so weird, dude. It feels wrong. Feels like I'm mixing weird. This error is too big. Read that one more time. What was the last one? Okay. Really does feel like JS with libraries. Yeah, it's like C++, JS mixed together. Or it's like C++ but cleaned up. It's kind of nice. It just feels wrong. Okay, so that worked. Oh yeah, so wait. We gotta fix something here. We gotta comment this out for now. Oops. LCD print. So technically, this will work. It's gonna break probably on the screen because there's not enough room for it, but let's see. I will show you guys in a sec what it says. It says hello world, which it should for 1 second, and now it's adding the number at the end. Oh shit, okay, so what it's doing is pretty much, like, it looks like this. On the LED screen, it looks like this. Wait. And then it's like splitting it, let's say here, and it's just like... It's just trying to fit as many characters as it can, and then it jumps to the next line. And then starts like cleaning up the top line. It's not good. So here. Set the cursor to column 0, line 1, and then print. Okay, so if I was to... set the cursor to 0, 0, then tell it to print, then it should go through and reset. Okay, let's try that. Hello world. Almost there. Okay. LED. Oh, sorry. LCD screen. Arduino clear. LCD.clear. Easy. Piece of cake. Bada bing, bada boom. So what was happening is this 2020-6-21 is shorter than the word hello world. So what was happening is it would print hello world, right? Let's just make some room on the bottom here. It was printing the world, the string hello world, but then when it printed again on the screen, this is the amount of characters it would match, so like that would stay at the end. Does that make sense? It's writing over the same blocks, right? So it's telling it block 1 put a 2, block 0 put a 2, block 1 put a 0, whatever. But it doesn't have enough characters to replace that. So I'm gonna clear the screen first, I'm gonna clear the hello world, and then I'm gonna print that. It seems really simple, but I don't know why that was hard to explain. What about clear? Yeah, I thought it would be harder than that, but lcd.clear works, so. Alright. Giving it a try. Let me see if I can get you guys in on this. Alright, so it works. Except we're only printing the date. So I think we should change it up a bit. I want to do... Here, I'll type it out. Here. I think ideally, I want to do Sunday 6, 2020 maybe, and then under that no, you know what? Sunday 6 2020, then right next to that we'll do the time, which is, let's say 6 10 33. I don't know. I think we have enough spots for that. Maybe not for the seconds. We'll have to try a couple things out. And then under that, we'll have alarm. What day of the month? Oh yeah, shit. I'm trying to think, if we have an alarm, is there going to be room for it on the screen? Or is it going to have to flash between multiple things? We have 2 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 16. Yeah, 16. 2 rows of 16. So the equivalent of that would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That is how much room we have to work with right here. Yeah, they have 16 on each row. I'm not sure what's a good format. Maybe we can look at examples? Arduino LCD alarm clock. Somebody has for sure done this before. Maybe we can get an example from them. Time in the middle, temperature. Actually, temperature would be pretty cool. I could do that. 02.09. What's that? Oh, it's actually not too far off what we're gonna do. Cool. What about month and day abbreviations? Yeah, I think that's what we'll have to do. Something like this. Time and date. And then I'll have a side button that when you press it, it switches to the alarm. So we'll have like multiple views. First view would be time. Date. Maybe we'll remove time and date. We don't actually need those, but let's just pretend that's for now what we're gonna do. So what's their example? Let's just copy this. 16:053. 16, or no, let's say it's 4 p.m. Do you guys like this format more? Or the other one, which is... Idea? Mar 212. That could work. Yeah, that could work. Let's see. I'd love to have the day right now. Like personally, I love having the day right now instead of just the number. It's like Sunday. As a European, I hate 12-hour formats. So no, I hate it, but yeah, it looks good. I don't like the 24-hour, 23-hour. I don't know why. Even though like in Canada they use that, I just don't know. It just makes like I've never been good with time for some reason and dates. So like the like 1 p.m. made more sense than 13 for me. Now it's not a problem, but it used to be. I used to be so confused when I see 14. I'd be like, oh, it's 4 o'clock or something, and then I'd realize it's 2. Whatever. Let's just put it like this for now. Sunday. Everyone just did 12 a.m. 12 p.m. Like which is at night? I can see what you're saying. So, 12 a.m. is the first hour at night. So 12 a.m. is gonna be like midnight. And 12 p.m. is afternoon. It's the first hour of the afternoon. That's always been confusing, but yeah, that's it. Hey dog, good? It's just... It really doesn't make sense to me, yeah. If you write out the day, it could work if you leave the month as a number. So you're saying like, I can always write the code for it to do like the 5th or the 3rd or whatever, like I can do that later. Let's just say I do Sunday 5, and then I go the month. Wait, do I have enough character spots? What's... One sec. The longest February 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Yeah, so I could do what you guys said earlier, which is just abbreviate the month. Wednesday is gonna be yeah. So maybe abbreviate the date and abbreviate the month. So like sun, the 5th. Maybe abbreviate the month if it's not long. So like June I can write out, but like February I would just do Feb. Sunday 5th Feb, and then yeah, wed. And then just a year, right? Even though the year is so dumb, like we all know it's 2020. And like when 2020 changes, we know. Just for some reason we have to put it everywhere. I don't get it. But this is enough, like, this works, right? Like we can keep this under 16. What do you want, dog? She's just bugging me, dude. She wants attention from the stream. Come on. Say hello. You leave out seconds, you'd have more characters. Yeah, but who wants to leave out seconds? Come on, are you mad, man? What are you, insane? I'd leave out this for sure. Oh, you're making me drop things. One sec, let me just let her out. dog sounds. Yeah, dude. She like, if she wants attention, she goes in between the chair handle. Like, let me see if I can give you guys the full angle here. She sticks her head in here, in like this hole right here. Sticks her whole head as much as she can, and like takes my shirt and just starts pulling it. And she's like, "Give me attention. Look at me, please." And I look at her, and she's all happy. I get it, but I don't. Like, what does looking at you do? I guess they're just happy from that, you know? But I'm trying to do shit, you know? I'm trying to stream. So leave me alone. Format right there looks actually good. Yeah, you guys like this one? We would have two options with that. I kind of like the minutes and second one, but it's weird. I don't know. I think we'd try this one. Okay, so if we choose this one for now, let's just say, okay. Top half. Copy paste this whole thing. Bot half. And then on down. Oh my god, what happened? Then right here we'll do there. Sent one in Discord. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. I'll show it to the stream. There's so many options. I'm gonna go crazy. This is the option Nick sent in. I was thinking about setting up the temperature sensor. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Let's just pick anything right now. We can always change it. Let's just go with this. I don't really care anymore. Top half, bottom half. All right. This goes here. This goes here. Second. Sorry. Whoa. Not second. Hour. And then that's going to be... Let's just put PM for now. We'll change it later. Wait, why did this break? Oh, that's a space. No, it's not. Okay, never mind. Let's just put PM, hard code it for now. Then it's gonna go minute. And then it's gonna go second. And this is going to be an M dot. And then... Actually, now that I think of it, this might actually... The dot might fuck it up. We'll see. String dot now second. Why is this so, like, weirdly complex? When the output is 18 PM? Yeah, I mean, we'll fix it. I'm just trying to get the spacing right, see if I have enough characters. Alright, let me show you guys the screen here. Oh my god. A lot harder than you'd think. Not the worst thing, right? It is 18 PM like you said. I'll have to fix that. We have two S's. Did I double click S? Not realize? I did. So this is what it looks like the way it works right now. It says hello world, and then a second later it starts displaying time. Pretty cool. How like minimalistic this build is, but it still does like decent functionality. Now we'll do the bot half quickly, and then we can fix the 18 and that stuff. Bot half is going to be day of the week. What up, Kai? Haven't seen you in a while. Are you starting the internship? Are you? Oh my god, I almost slurred that whole sentence. Are you gonna start the internship soon? What's the status of that thing? Is it still up for the grabs, or are you like, or did they give up on it or something? Because of the whole Rona situation. Doing the internships in 3 weeks? Hell yeah! Oh, you're 3 weeks in. Wait, are you doing remote? You have to be doing the remote. It's online. Oh, hell yeah, dude. You pretty much are working remote job right now, but getting paid internship money. Good meme. Just kidding. That's really nice. Are you enjoying it? Nice. Wish you could do things like in VS Code where you can write on like multiple lines at the same time. This Arduino editor is mega boomer. Boom, 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 boom. Jan, Feb, Mar, April, May, June, July, August. Comma, 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 comma. Boomer text editing, true. Is there a minute difference between our time zones, or is the time wrong? Possible. Somebody was saying earlier that when you compile, the actual compile time will screw with like the specifics. So to get around it, you can set like a difference. Like you can say, okay, if I'm compiling at 35 and it's putting the time as 36 because of the compile time, you go and in the set date, you tell it minus 1 minute. So it tells you the current time minus 1 minute or whatever. It's, I don't really care too much about that right now. Right now what I'm doing here is I'm pretty much gonna repeat what's happening for the days of the week. Since it's a number and not the actual word, we're gonna set up a quick little array and we're going to trigger a word depending on the number. So January is first month of the year. Do that. Literally boomer editor here. Oops. Okay. So now days or months. I'm gonna take that. And then we're gonna go day of the week. Let's shorten this to sun, mun, choose, wed, thir, fry, set. Okay. I gotta go for now, but leave the video running. Thanks, dude. Okay. You guys are enjoying the stream, by the way. Those of you who are hanging out here, appreciate it. Maybe do give it a like. If you're enjoying it, you can always subscribe. Got a couple of cool videos coming this week. We're gonna do obviously this project in a video, and I'm 3D printing like a really cool case for it. I can show you the prototype if you guys are interested. Actually, I don't think you saw it, Nick, right? And I'm guessing Power hasn't seen it either. So there's been a couple prototypes. This is one of them. I'm guessing it's gonna end up a little bigger than this, but check that beauty out. This came out so clean comparing to the other print right after it. So, yeah, this is the print. I'm holding it together because it's supposed to go in with like a screw. So like the Arduino Nano fits in here, and then there's a slot where the cables come out. The time module can go either here or here. Then I have room for a speaker right here. A little speaker here that would make like alarm sound. And then the monitor would obviously come flush here side. This broke, it cracked, it wasn't sized properly. As good as it looked, it just wasn't right. So we went back to the drawing board. And we reprinted another one, which I don't know where it went. I legit don't know where it went. But it was absolutely disgusting. Like, the print came out, like, burnt and stuff. For real, what did we do? Yeah, anyways, it wasn't too nice. So, I'm gonna go at another try. Looks like it'll fit great on any size desk. Yeah, the idea was, like, my little sister wanted, like, a clock, and I was like, you know what? That'd be great. I'll make it. And I'm trying to make it simple. Like she's not dumb, but I'm not trying to make a complex clock. I'm just making it so she can set an alarm. I have speakers I bought. I'll show you guys. So I organized all my shit today again. So I have audio amplifiers now, which look like this. Focus this. Pretty simple. You just put in your positive and negative from your speaker. Connect the other end to an Arduino and a power source, and then you have like a knob here you put a screwdriver into, and you can adjust the gain. So it's an audio amplifier, and then I bought speakers which are in my other box. Oh, sorry about that. These right here, they're not insanely loud or crazy, but they'll do the job. They're magnetically driven. See? Like this. Oh shit, I just broke off one of the cables. Perfect. Let's break off the other one. These are garbage soldered and like I'll have to resolder it, but yeah, I mean it's not a crazy speaker, but I'm just gonna make like a hole for it on the 3D print. I'm guessing it'll be somewhere in the back or whatever, and I'll make it so I could just like slide it in and out. Probably do that. Probably just like on the bottom here, make like a hole to slide it in. And it'll play the sound when it's ready to see. Like, imagine if there was a hole right here, right? Like a circular hole, a bit smaller than this, and then it would have like a component it just like drops into, and it would hold it against like the wall of this. I'm guessing that would look pretty fine. Kind of see it in the back there with the shadow right here. It's that or using like a piezo buzzer, but the piezo buzzers sound like shit. They actually sound like garbage. Then I have like other recycled headphone, whatever it's called, speakers. I just strip pretty much, like I find a bunch of old hardware around my house and like things I could buy and find, and then I strip the hardware off of them, like this mic here with like a mic switch and an audio amplifier. So I strip that and then I keep it, and then whenever we're building one of these projects I just throw it all together. Like I have mics here. You know these kind of mics? They're pretty decent. This one's like super adjustable and stuff, so you can like, let's say you set up like, I don't know, some kind of Alexa voice recognition, whatever. You just like put it on your thing and you aim it in the direction of where you're standing in the room or whatever. Like a directional mic. I think that could be pretty cool. So I got these. I have to like organize everything because it gets real messy. Alright, let's get this done, dude. So pull it up on the screen. First thing is day of the week. Second thing is the month, which instead of doing the month date, we're going to do this. In containers makes me happy, dude. You don't understand how messy it used to be. I have like this second desk in the back here that holds my PC now, so like I have my whole desk to work on. Like I got like this Bluetooth keyboard, so I can just like push everything in the back and then like have a bunch of working space. Before that, it was just on the floor. It was just like I had a pile of garbage everywhere, and each thing was like cables here. It was terrible. It's disgusting. Now I'm trying to like put like toolboxes under here and just like organize everything. Because now like the more I make these videos, the more things I get, right? More electronics I try to build up. The collection. Hopefully soon I can just get like a workshop or something. Or just like dedicate a room. That'd be great. Imagine like hanging up all this stuff on the wall. It's a dream. Okay, so we do day. We're doing day of the week. And next to that, we're gonna do spring.day, I think. So like Sunday 3rd or 4th or 5th or whatever, 6th. I'll go right here. String now day. So supposedly I can just throw an empty space, but I doubt it's gonna work. Maybe. Days of the month. So this is gonna be months, and then month, and then there's another space, and then what was the format we agreed on? Where we said we do day year. I think this works. Oh. See what the error is again? Oh, there's not 12 things. Whoops. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Am I tripping out? Right. Wait, no, am I tripping out? What the hell? Yeah, we're missing a bunch of months. What am I doing? I just skipped out on 4 months. Like they don't exist. I was like, wait a minute, 8? That doesn't add up. So sept, oct, no, December. Boomer typing, some boomer typing. Get out of the way. What am I breaking? This is where I'm like, I'm missing something that I have to do in C++ with arrays here. Just char array. C++. Like, I don't know why I'm doing like a multi-dimensional array here with two. If I get the 12, I don't know why. Could be days of the week 7-4 and months 7-4. Is that how this works? Is that the second number? It's the maximum. That's what I'm confused about. Does every string in the array have to match 4 characters? Because we have some that are, or is it the max amount of characters? I don't understand that. Okay, why is this working? It's on char base 10. What the fuck? I'm assuming that the first number is the number of days and the second number is the number of characters in each day. Yes, that makes sense. But some days have more letters and characters than others. Right? Like here we got one with 4 and here we got one with 3. So why are we setting that 4? That's what I'm trying to understand. Like, do I just ignore the 4? Can I just remove the 4? Character sequences. Yes, that's what we're doing here. Would not be valid. Okay, wait. I'm pretty sure we can just remove the 4. But it's a character array. It's not just a normal array. Yeah, fuck. Where's my C++? PC is dying at, I got a 12-hour thing, right? So gotta go. Alright, dude. Thanks for being here. For real. You helped me out on a couple things here, save my ass. Good luck with the race. Yeah, hopefully we get it done so we can just make this into a video tomorrow, I think. If it's all done and printed, I can do it tomorrow. Knock it out. So I created one with 1414. Can it be turned into a string array? That's what I was thinking. Right? Why is it... Wait, is that how it works? Wait, one second. C++. This is where that thing of not knowing if I do the Arduino way. C++ string Arduino. Oh, sorry, C++ string array. Missing an important word there. Yeah, so char splits it up. Okay. Try this one more time. You only need to do a one-dimensional array if it's a string. That's, yes. That makes total sense, but why is it not? What, okay, why is this breaking? Something's wrong here. Oh, what it's pulling out, maybe. Days of the week. Now.days of the week should pull out the day of the week. Then we do a space. Maybe we have to write it like this. This could be what's breaking actually. Then we do now.day, so between 0 and how many days in the month, depending on the month. String month now dot month. So if it's 1, it's going to return February. Wait, that might be an issue actually. Alright, wait, let's continue. I don't know what it's returning months, if it's doing from 0 to 11 or if it's doing 1 to 12. It should be doing 0 to 11. It's looking like the strings are actually objects made of character arrays. Yeah, I think that's what the spaces I was doing. Okay, wait, what am I doing here? Yeah, so okay, it's our function, it's our array that's breaking it because I'm doing this, I think. Okay, I think I understand why. So first of all, we're missing a bracket right here, and then second of all, we don't need this. Oh, holy shit! Hopefully this works. Hell yeah! Alright, let me show you guys quickly. Oh, quick, before it's too late. Woo, it's working! Check that shit out, boy. 18 PM, I gotta fix that. 55 minutes. A bit off, but whatever. 33 seconds, sure. Sunday, 21st July 2020. Hell yeah. And the spaces actually worked this time. So yeah, what you said was right, but wrong. Like, what we were trying to do was turn a string into a hex. So turn, like, we had it set up to turn a number into decimal, but it wasn't a number, it was a string. So it was like freaking out from that. It was expecting a character. Or like a binary number or some shit. I think I was expecting a binary number from the time module. Either way, it's fixed. So, isn't that stuff cool? Now we got to... Well, now we can fix this problem right here. Let's see if there's something built for it. RTC... Okay, wait, what's the difference between 12 or 24 hour? Is there a name for it? $12-hour RTC. $12-hour format, is that the word? This is interesting. I'll show it to you. So it's saying if I want the 12-hour format, I have to do this. Time format. This will just be an int. So now.hour. And then here we'd be putting time format. That's interesting here, how they made this work. It's pretty much saying if it's over 12, okay, if it's equal to 12, make, instead of making it 0, make it 12, and then if it's over 12, divide it. That's interesting. Will it work? Maybe. Hell yeah, it works. So now it's saying, that's very interesting. It's just using 24-hour format as the source for everything. Yeah. But like, this is a pretty insane one-liner if you think about it. I don't know. I wouldn't have thought about that without a decent amount of brain power. That would take a decent amount of brain power to think about this one-liner. Like, it seems simple, but it's not. Simulated 12-hour format. I guess the chip is only capable of 24-hour format. I think so. I think it works like military time, right? Where it just counts, like 2400, 1200, whatever. However they say it in the military. Either way, got it working. Now we just have to do a little magic, maybe. And modify it, so we do a little if statement and say if time format. Oh, this is tricky because we want to add the PM to it, but how do we have to do that before this, so we would have to like hold we'd have to hold it here. Let's just call it holder for now. I don't know. The default would be AM. And then here we'd go if hour is more than or equal to 13. Is more than 12. I can't do shift enter. What do you mean? So what's the difference between shift enter and enter? At least on this editor, it's pretty garbage, so yeah, you can't. Multi-line comments, oh yeah. It's, okay, so if you really care, I would just say, get the VS Code, Arduino extension, and then just use VS Code with all your, like, packages and stuff. I don't care too much. I get over it really fast, but I can understand if it's frustrating for some people. The only time it sucks is when you have to like do something super tedious and just sit there and, you know, like I put the comma, enter, comma, enter, comma, enter 40 times. Oh, you meant in YouTube. Oof. Can you not? Oh yeah, you can't. How do you? I was gonna write an if statement. Can you... Damn. That is very frustrating, actually. I didn't realize. That's actually really frustrating. I can understand why though, right? Because then it would be like Twitch, where you can just like drop like giant emotes, or sorry, symbol emotes, you know, like 1,000 commas that look like a smiley face. People would just fuck around. Whatever, this works. This is something I could just do in a ternary. Let's be fancy. Let's be fancy. Folder now dot hour, and then if like shit. I actually forgot how to do a ternary operator. It's embarrassing. So if A is true or false, so if now.hour is more than 12, make this, oh my god, and then so weird on my brain, like being able to do this, but then having to do like dynamic typing. If now hour minus 12 is bigger than 0, sure, that works too. I think this is probably the cleanest way. Unless there's some other fucking way to like make it even shorter, which I don't even know anymore. It's a lot to keep track of. Yeah. This is weird, like, I've always been between these languages, but I've never done them kind of together like this. It's weird. Like, this tells me it's wrong, but it's working. It's compiling, so I'm trying not to complain and just let it do its thing. Wait, did I? Oh, I fucked it up a bit. I just shoved it right in between. Whoops. But it kind of works. Hey. Hello world. Where is it? Hello world. 7 a.m. Okay, wait, it's not a.m. Shit. Did I do it the other way? Yeah, I did it the other way. Okay, one more try. Whoa. 7 p.m. 6 minutes in. Probably should. Alright, one more fucking time. Holy moly. Seven p.m. 6 minutes, 35 seconds. Let's get rid of those annoying dots. And just space. It does this weird like swipe when it resets. 7 p.m., 7 minutes in, 5 seconds. Okay, well, we're the timer is like 6 minutes off from like the real world time, but it works. That's so awesome. I think I'm gonna end the stream on this, and then maybe on Twitch tomorrow we can finish this. If not, we'll just finish it on Tuesday's stream. I try to post a video every other day, and then in between those days, stream on YouTube or Twitch. So I'm gonna post a link for those of you who are still here. I think it might actually just be you, Power, to be honest. It's a pretty bad time to stream, 7 p.m. on a Sunday. But there's a Twitch link in chat for anyone who's interested. Appreciate, obviously, all of you being here, spending your Sunday night with me. Very grateful. It was a really cool stream. Good one waiting for someone to do. Hell yeah, man. I want to get into more violent machines at one point. This is just like trying to build an audience right now, because I don't know how new you are to my channel, but I was doing decent when I did programming content like a year ago, but it was really boring and not something I was interested in. Then I jumped into a bunch of like videography and photography content, and it just it wasn't the kind of thing I wanted to do long term. Like I still don't know what I want to do until now. Like now I know I enjoy this shit. I've always done it. I've never made videos about it. So now I know what direction I'm going in my content. But what I've done is kind of fuck myself in the sense of restarting my audiences every time. So right now I'm trying to build up my audience of like getting people who want to learn and getting people who already know this stuff and are just interested in watching it, kind of like you, I guess. And then jump into a lot more complex projects. Like I've had a couple that I've already built before, but one of them was using this giant air compressor. So I made a little project with this, but I never posted it. This is an air solenoid that goes into an air piston. This is a very aggressive air piston. It's 300 millimeters, so it's like a 30 centimeter long shaft. It's huge, very powerful, and I've always wanted to do like dumb shit with this, like turn this into like a catapult, where this is like the driving mechanism for the catapult, because it shoots so hard and so much torque that I'd be able to like launch something really hard. I don't know, bunch of cool ideas. So hopefully we can get into those very soon, while it's still summer. Just not a lot of people would like want to watch that right away, I don't think. Like people want to see like this, like, oh, let's make a baby alarm clock. Pneumatics, that's the word. I'm terrible with the terminology. That's like the one thing that YouTube forces me to work on. Terminology is huge. Like in code, like when I was working like a software engineering and working on like a bunch of code stuff, I would always be like, so the thing does the thing, and then I realized what I'd say. Everyone would look at me like, what the fuck is he talking about? The thing? What does that mean? That was me. That was that guy. All right, let's confirm one more time that this works. On the stream. All right, it works. Awesome. Thanks for being here, everyone. See you guys tomorrow in the